Another edition of Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Bradley Meyer of the Okoboji Wellness Clinic in Spirit Lake. Good morning, Dr. Meyer.
Good morning, Dave.
One thing we're going to talk about, Wellness Wednesdays happen every Wednesday morning about 8:07 here on KILR, but they happen at the clinic. You're going to switch that up to the first and third Wednesdays of each month from 6:30 to 7:30 in the evening.
Right, so that'll be next Wednesday night will be our next one, and that one's going to be a talk on basically kind of brain rewiring. It's called Brain Tap, and so that's a technology that's pretty interesting, can be very helpful for sleep, mental health, different things like that. So that's the next topic. So, the first and third of every Wednesday or every month.
A lot of cool things to talk about today. We're going to talk about the fact that we have something extraordinarily cool right here in Northwest Iowa that we need to take advantage of for healing, because people have come all the way from Montana, I understand, to see you.
Absolutely. So it's absolutely what an honor and a blessing to have somebody travel that distance. It's a couple that the husband had some COVID injury, and the daughter did some research online and found us and said, "You guys need to take a road trip to Northwest Iowa and to Spirit Lake, Okoboji." So that's what they did. They got in their RV, and they've been staying at the campground over the course last week and a half, and seeing some tremendous improvement on some of his wounding, specifically in the lungs with hyperbaric therapy. So it's absolutely such an amazing gift for our team here to witness these things. This gentleman had spent about a month in the hospital with COVID. He was in the ICU, and he's been on supplemental oxygen ever since. More short of breath, less stamina, fatigue. And so it's kind of one of those COVID long-haul folks that we hear about. And he came here with a supplemental oxygen. Of course, the altitude in Montana, it's less oxygen pressure or tension, higher altitudes. So he's going to struggle to breathe there anyway. So he comes down to a little bit higher atmospheric pressure in Iowa, and then you throw in the hyperbaric chamber treatments on top of it. And this gentleman, he came in here looking for hope and was struggling and kind of looking kind of sad almost, and he is smiling ear to ear when he comes in here. He's coming in twice a day with his wife. They're both doing hyperbaric treatments, and as we discussed a few minutes ago, Dave, how do you put this into terms that's kind of understandable with hyperbaric therapy? Again, folks are getting in there for about a 80-minute treatment in the clinic, but it's all about wounding. And if you think of a skin knee that is all irritated, and we put the Band-Aid on it, dress it up, you go into hyperbaric chamber, that speeds up the healing of that skin knee like crazy fast. And the same thing's happening inside of the body. So the wounding that you can see improved on the outside of the body with hyperbaric therapy, so it's increasing atmospheric pressure in this oxygen chamber. But when you go in there, it's affecting the internal wounding. So this man had a lot of inflammation and injury to his lungs from the bout of COVID. So what that hyperbaric situation is doing, it's going in there literally and helping with inflammation and helping with the wounding of the lungs. So that's kind of how it works. And so he's doing twice a day treatments, both he and his wife, and they'll probably end up buying a hyperbaric chamber, and we'll likely be shipping that out to Montana, where he'll continue his journey now that he's seen some significant improvement benefits already with his 15 treatments he's had here.
Now, these hyperbaric hope stories, they continue to roll in. We've talked about several. We've covered the fact that this is amazingly helpful for folks that have suffered concussions. We've talked about it with helping folks that even have COPD, but it's amazing. You were telling me about an outside ulcer wound that's seen nearly complete reversal, and also you're working with somebody with neuropathy, and it's working for that as well.
Yep. So neuropathy is a fancy term for wounding of the nerves. So a lot of times you get wounding of the nerves from diabetes or a pinched nerve in the lower back or carpal tunnel, where you end up with numbness and burning sensation in the extremities. That can be the feet, the hands, and when you can't feel your feet very well, they're numb, it affects your ability to propriocept or your balance. And so then you have a higher risk for fall. So, this is the gentleman I'm working with right now in the clinic that he's on about treatment number 7, and he has got some diabetic neuropathy. Just really can't feel the bottom of his feet very well, and when he walks, his balance is off. And he shared with me the beginning of this week, he's like, by golly, and this was about after treatment 5, I'm starting to feel my feet again. And I feel like my balance is getting better. And so he's well on his way to getting that wounding inside of the nerve tissue that go to his feet, getting that back online, because it's irritated by the elevated blood sugar levels. So we want to help with that wounding. Of course, better we do with the blood sugar levels to lower it. That's going to help too. But the hyperbarics are key here to his quality of life. So he's like, I've tried everything else. I've tried Neurontin or gabapentin to help with the nerve pain, this and that. And now let's try this, and it's shown itself to again be highly effective for so many different areas. And that's the thing, Dave. It's like folks really need to take advantage of this. Call the clinic, ask questions, come in for a hyperbaric consultation with me. You can always come in on the Wellness Wednesdays to look at the hyperbaric area. You can ask me questions no matter the topic. Every week I love to talk about hyperbaric therapy. And then we can get you rolling on going down the treatment road, because you owe it to yourself, and it's such a life-giving experience. See the folks that come in here that think, oh my goodness, I didn't think there was much to do for this, and I was just going to have to live with it the rest of my life. And so many of those things are responsive to hyperbaric therapy. So,
for those people that are listening and saying, well, this sounds crazy and I don't think that'll work for me. Well, you know what? It's crazy enough that this tool is being used in the National Football League to help with healing all the time. Now, it's not going to be able to fix Aaron Rodgers' Achilles. That's not going to happen. But things like concussions and other wounding, it will.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's huge in recovery for, injury, even for Aaron Rodgers. If he needs surgery to fix that Achilles, just like I had my Achilles fixed, the recovery time is shortened. So because you're getting rid of the swelling and inflammation, and it's going to make his time back to full activity, full sports, unlimited limitations. It's going to shorten that. So is it going to actually put together an Achilles that's torn? No. But even in his case, super beneficial. But other athletes, as you said, are using it to enhance their performance, to shorten their recovery time after a workout, to heighten the performance. It's that hand-eye coordination that's improved when you're increasing oxygen to the brain. So everything just works better when you give it pressure and oxygen.
All right, we got to go. So if they want to talk about hyperbarics, or if they want to talk about being a direct care provider, whatever they want to talk about, they can stop by the first and third Wednesdays of each month, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Okoboji Wellness Clinic, or they can call you anytime.
Absolutely, 712-339-6024. If you want me to help manage your primary care, your family practice, give us a call through that monthly membership model. For the individual, it's $99 a month. If you want to set up a welcome visit to discuss what that looks like, free of charge for the direct primary care, that monthly membership, give us a call, and I can sit down with you personally and talk to you about what that would look like. So.
Very good. Dr. Meyer, as always, thank you for being with us on Wellness Wednesdays. We'll chat again soon.
Great, Dave. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Bradley Meyer of the Okoboji Wellness Clinic in Spirit Lake, that is located just north of Ace Hardware.